How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Dyke and Dan here, back with another Epic 7 video for you all. So along with the patch notes, there was a Q&A session that happened during the Epic 7 Fiesta, and I just wanted to touch on the Q&A session that happened, just so we can get a little bit explanation as far as what's to come in the future and what to expect for the patch that should be coming in the next few hours today. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what they got for this Q&A session. So first question, it says, tell me about Unit Engine and the skill animation. So, you know, questions always about the development side of things. I'm always very interested in. As a developer myself, I do 3D environmental art. So as a developer myself, I just like to see exactly what the developers of other games do as far as how they utilize the things that they do and the type of skills that they bring to the table. So it says, when we are developing, we consider premium 2D RPG as our motto and focus on animation, okay? But we could not find the engine of performance we wanted, so we created our own engine that removed the loading while creating the desired animations with high compression and recall. That's interesting. And their animations are very good. You know, you got the nice S3 animations and then the animations of the characters. I think the characters actually use almost like a puppet type of like effect. If you notice, when they were showing off Litica during the Fiesta event, they show like the different pieces of the character. Like they show like her thighs and her arms and her hair. It's like almost like they're like separate pieces and they put them together, and that's how they like do the animation, like puppet animation. If you ever seen that before, but it's very smooth that the way they have it. Like it's hard to tell that it is puppet animation at times for sure. So it's definitely very good the way they do it. If it even is puppet animation, I'm just making a educated guess here with the knowledge that I have. So it says, do you plan to sell formal merc? We are also planning to reduce it as high quality as the game. It just seems to take time. So there is merchandise coming, guys. They did show off the Luna figurine. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to be available for pre-order or anything like that up in the upcoming dates. But they are planning to do merch, so expect figurines, expect you know, pillows and all that good stuff. So I can't wait to see the merchandise because I'm a very big merchandise fan. You probably can see I got some figures back there. So definitely want to see what they bring to the table. I may pick up a few things, seeing what I like. But yeah, always interested in that. Real-time arena win, and it says must be this year. This makes me very excited because right now, you know, we have you just fight the units of the character and the strategies that they have behind the team, but it's all based on the AI. Now with a real battle time system, that means you're going to be able to fight the person in real time. So it's your characters versus their characters rather than there. Of course, there's going to have to probably be like a time limit because obviously if the person, you know, goes MIA mid-match, then there got to be some consequences for that. But I really like this. I've been playing another gacha game that has this, and it works very well. And actually, the way they do it is they have the energy system as well, but the PvP, with as far as the real-time stuff, is actually separate. It's like it's no energy cost. You can do it all the time. You can play your friends and stuff like that. I really hope it's like that, where you can like play your friends. You know, cause you got your friends. You know, y'all messing around. Y'all talking smack to each other. And like, all right, fight me. When you see your units, you know, it's something nice to have. You know. You always could bring some new strategies to the table. I wonder how they're going to implement it too, because you know it could be a lot of counter picking exactly if they know what you're going to see. So I don't think they should see who you're picking for your team until the battle starts. You know, because you could be sitting there like, all right, he's going to use this character. And it's like, oh, he's about to use that. I'm going to use this. Oh, he's about to use that. Then I'm going to use this. And I'm going to go back to. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be you don't see what the person has until you go in, and then that's how it goes. You know. I mean, RNG is already a part of the game. Why not RNG at the draw of who you're going to fight, right? So bring your best units, bring your best strategy that you think works for the majority of teams that you could probably run into. And I think that will lead to some interesting situations there, because then you can't use all the same thing. And I wonder if they're going to change how many units we can use in there. Maybe the real-time arena will be the first 5 PvP thing that we have in the game. That would be interesting. You know, they said they were always looking for ways to change the number of units that we use to get more interesting comps and stuff like that. So who knows what will happen? 5 characters in one. Woo! That sounds crazy. Anyway, let's go and continue with what they have to say. Aether's gender. Who is his or her dad? So Aether is officially male. Of course, we've been knew that Aether is a guy. For anybody who didn't know, spoilers. Aether is the king, the new king. But we did not set his dad. One of the big questions out right now for Aether has always been, who is Aether's dad? We know Aether's mom, Deanne, but we do not know Aether's dad. There's a lot of speculation on who it could be, but we don't know yet, and they look like they aren't trying to confirm it just yet. They just said they did not set his dad, so no confirmation at the moment, unfortunately. I definitely want to see who that is. Maybe we'll see it further down the story. Maybe they'll reveal it. Let's see. Next question, why not add features like auto repeating battles and 10 consecutive summons? Yes, so 10 consecutive summons is something that I've been wanting in this game. You know, you see it in the game because you do the selective summon at the beginning, but it's like the only time to do it. Let's go and read. It says auto repeating battle and auto chest open will replace this function by developing a pet system. As we mentioned, yes, they did say something about a pet system that will be doing the auto chest opens for you. And they never said that it would be doing auto repeat battle for you with the pet system, so that's interesting. So I know a lot of people have been speculating that a pet system will probably be something you'll have to like almost subscribe to, because you have to pay for it like maybe on a monthly basis to have the pet to like be able to auto battle, which I mean it makes sense. I mean, as long as it's not too expensive for the price of being able to auto battle and auto repeat battle, I think is worth it. That's something. Like, I don't really spend that much money in the game, but for something like that to make it easier for me to go through the routines of what I'm trying to do, I would definitely pay for something like that. So it says, as we mentioned, the Taiwan event, 10 consecutive summons we are seriously considering nowadays. That is very good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that they are considering bringing back the 10 consecutive summon. Because I remember before they expressed that the reason why they took it out is because they didn't want players to spend a lot of money, but it's like, it's a gacha game. I thought the point of the game is for like you guys to be supported by players who want to spend money. Why would you discourage players from spending money if they want to spend the money to play your game? It just makes the summons that much more faster, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, it just makes it more faster. You're not, instead of being disappointed one time, you know, one roll at a time, just be disappointed all in one roll. You know, it kind of sucks. You gotta literally think about it. You gotta do, if you're trying to get a limited summon and you actually have, and you hit the mercy, then you have to do 121 summons for the pity summon. That's crazy, 121 rather than just what, 12. It just makes it a lot faster. Obviously people probably like the longer videos or watching their favorite streamers in the long process of it, but for the people who just want to get it out the way, it's just something you can do, you know. And I just think it should just be a feature in the game for people that want to use it. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Let's keep on reading. Add achievements. With this update, to answer the question that some want after the 4th floor of the Nixie Labyrinth, it will be after the Raid Labyrinth update. Okay, so they're adding achievements. It says with this update. Okay, cool. So is this talking about this update, or like update coming today, or are they talking about episode 2, like just episode 2 in general? Because I don't remember seeing that inside the patch notes. That's interesting. I have to take a look at that again. If anybody know, let me know. I don't exactly know what that one means entirely. World boss win. We are envisioning a large-scale battle to put a lot of heroes on within this year. That sounds amazing. And we actually did see a sneak peek of the world boss inside of the Fiesta announcements that they had. They showed a picture of it. It was, I believe, in one of the trailers that they were showing, and I made a reaction to that. It was like a giant, like, beast type thing. It looks really cool. I can't wait to see exactly how that's going to be working mechanically, and exactly what that's going to bring to the table as far as rewards and stuff like that, and the strategies that you got to use to beat it. It's going to be very cool. How about daily content? As we said, the monthly content will be added, the automation tower. So don't got no new daily content yet, but of course we have the new monthly content with the automation tower. Once again, that's going to be a tower that's going to change every month, and is going to be replayable every month with rewards that you can get. I don't know, the rewards does sound pretty good, but it may be some, you know, you may have like lower chances because it is a monthly farmable thing. So we're going to see in that when it comes out, though, as far as like how the reward rates are as far as that go. But it is going to be something new that we can play that resets monthly. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see. Next question. We can get in the episode 1 adventure is only catalyst and hunts were hard to get equipment with good options. So you don't want to revamp this. In the future, you will get one-time play only and rewards by trust and story adventures. I sympathize with Hunt, so I'm thinking about content that can get unique equipment. That's interesting. Okay, so they understand the problem with it's hard to get the stuff that you want inside of Hunt. So they're thinking about new content. And, you know, I always said this too. If they're going to like not rebalance something, then make another piece of content to balance it out, so where we have more chances. If there's more chances to do something, like I said with the energy thing, if there's more chances to get it rather than like fixing the problem itself, then I think people will have less to complain about. And that's one way to go about it. And I like that, you know, instead of just revamping it, giving us more content for stuff like that, I think is fine. But depending on how the rates and stuff work as well. But yeah, I definitely think it's definitely a good thing, especially if the energy cost is less as well. Then it could definitely be beneficial. But let's go and keep going. I lost my place. ML Summon is a big thing. Do you have any plans for reorganization? And will ML Summon also get a balance patch? So a lot of people are saying, like, you know, some of the ML units are very good, and some people just want like a rebalance to the game to like lower the, I guess, the skill between like the ML units and some of the other units inside the game, the other elemental units, because I think the ML units are very good, which some of them are, like ML Ball says, MLR, we already know, C Carmen, Cartridge, you know, they're really good. So let's go and see what they got to say about that. They said, we agree that it is hard to get the ML hero you want, of course, but it is hard due to the fairness of those heroes who are already summoned. But it is hard due to the fairness of those who have already summoned. Balance patch updates on the 27 also include MLs. Okay, so they said they understand that people want certain heroes. You know, it's hard to get the heroes you want, obviously. But they said they're going to be balancing the ML heroes, but I don't think it's going to be too harsh. They may just be tackling the bigger ones at this moment. But they said they're trying to keep, I think they understand that they want to keep them a little bit better than the other 5-star heroes, because it is hard to get them. To keep the fairness up, like, you know, if you get really lucky and you get this unit that's really hard to get, you know, they're going to be stronger. It just makes sense. It literally just makes sense. In a game like this, where it's something that's harder to get, it's very hard, very few people have it. I think that's what they're trying to go for, and that's why the units that are in that like pool are stronger than the ones that you see. But that doesn't mean that they should completely break the game. Like, if you don't have them, you can't win. They can be stronger, but there should be ways to counteract the strongness of those characters, and I think that's something they need to address, and maybe these balance patches are something that will address that. So let's keep going. Is it a way to wear skins to existing characters or completely new character way? Both. Okay, hold on, let me read that one more time. Is it a way to wear skins to existing characters or a completely new character way? Both. That's interesting. So are they saying that skins are going to be completely new character? Okay, because like in Grand Blue, right? If you get like a summer character, you can use that on the other characters. If you have like the normal version of a character, you can use on a normal character as a skin, but it's also a new unit at the same time. Is that what they're talking about they're doing? If that's the case, that's really cool. So like you're gonna have like, you know, like summer Rabby, you know, regular Rabby, maid Rabby, and stuff like that, and they're all different characters, and you're just using regular Rabby. You can put the summer at Rabby outfit on, but it still functions as regular Rabby. It's just literally a skin. If that's what they're entailing, I think that's a really good idea, and I'm very excited for that, even more so than before. I really like stuff like that. So it says, about arena meta fixation issues. We are seriously aware of this problem. Okay, good. In the case of DN, the pick rate has reached 65%. Woo. In other articles, it is labeled as 56. I don't know. So we added a hero that much performance and solved the situation. We're considering a similar approach this time. See, that's what I was saying before. With the ML units, so they're aware of the like serious problem. So like I said, they may not touch the heroes that much, the MLs, but if there's always units to counteract units, and you know, as long as there's a way to counter something that's really strong, then I think it's fine. It's a balancing thing. As long as there's a counter to it, as long as you can counterplay, because the game shouldn't be revolved around if I don't have this unit, I can't win. It shouldn't be that. It should be a way of counteracting with your own strategy with the characters and units that you have. I think that's a good solution for the problem, and I'm glad that they see the problem and they're trying to address it as the best way they can. I definitely like that. So it says, if the animation quality of new characters improved, do you plan to do the old ones too? This is one of the things we consider low priority. It is hard because of the resources is limited. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, because I've been hearing the thing that the new animations are in a higher frames per second than like some of the older ones. So, you know, with them trying to expand the game, I mean, they're talking about 10 years of content. They probably got more collabs on the way that they aren't even talking about that they're probably signing documents for right now. And so forth, you know, just going back and making the first characters that they made in the game, you know, have a little bit more frames per second in their animations. I don't think they're really, yeah, like I said, it's not really a big priority, and they aren't the like biggest studio, so it's like they don't have the resources for that, and they got to focus on one thing at a time moving forward. So it makes sense that they aren't really focusing on that. But hey, if something happens in the future, maybe they can go back. They didn't take it out the equation impossibly. They just said, you know, it's a low priority at the moment. So maybe in the future, who knows? Is there an inventory expansion plan, arena replayer function? That's cool. I like this question because the inventory is very small. You know, once you realize it, it's like when you're trying to get all your fodder and stuff, it's like, man, I really need more space, and you don't have it. And then a arena replay function, that'll be interesting. Like, I don't know, say if you're like a content creator like me or Twitch streamer, and you decide to jump in some arena while you're offline, you know, if they got a replay function, if you could like save some of your replays or something like that, you can put them to your like channel or like show your stream later. Like, hey, I had this crazy match. Look what happened. Like, you know, something like that. It leads to some good situation. You don't miss the moment. You can capture the moment even if you're not streaming or making content at the time. I think is always a good thing, especially for content creators. It says, is there an expansion for... Oh, wait. I definitely skipped. In the case of equipment, we will move the charms to others. Oh, okay. So charms will no longer take up spots inside the equipment. That's good. That's good. Because you got a whole bunch of charms and then they just take up space, and you don't really want to use them. Like, say if you don't have a piece of gear you really want to use your charms on, but you're trying to get rid of some space. Sometimes I'd be like, all right, maybe this gear could turn out good, and then turns out bad. I'm like, well, see, because I had that one piece of like that one stat I didn't like, and I just chanced it on there rather than me having that guaranteed gear that I wanted to use it on for sure. Now charms are going to be in a different section that aren't going to take up space, which is good. It says the arena replay feature is working to add with real-time arena. Got you. So with the real-time arena that's coming, we can expect an arena replay feature. So it is coming. That's actually really good. I'm very excited for that. That's just a very good quality of life thing to have for people, you know, not even just for content creators, for players who also just want to show epic moments to the community, what happened when they were fighting their friends or other people and stuff like that. It's just really nice. You know, you never miss the moment. Everybody can share their hype moments now. Is there an expansion plan for animation, webtoons, etc. using your IP? We need to talk with our group companies. If concrete direction is proposed through discussions, we'll be able to disclose it at that time. So plan for animation. Oh, okay. So they're talking about plans for, because I know a lot of people have been talking like they want an Epic 7 anime, like stuff like that, or like a webtoon stuff. Yeah. So that's very cool. So like people really want an anime just because of how the animation quality of the cutscenes are and stuff like that. You know, how diverse and how complete that the story feels. You know, it has a lot of unique characters and unique situations inside of them. It's just a lot of cool stuff, and I think they got a very good grasp on the story that they want to tell, and people just want to see that in a full animation form. So, like I said, not like the last one, they're not taking it out the window. They just said we can't talk about it at the time. You know, if the higher ups or the group companies want to do it, then we would disclose it at that time. So definitely glad they said it like that. So it's not a thing that won't happen, it's just not happening at the time. So, and the last question we have here are you planning a global meeting? In each February, April, and May update, Korea accounts for 15% of our sales, and the United States accounts for 40%. Wow. America is showing up. So we are willing to host a meeting with users in celebration of the first anniversary of global launch in November. Wow. Okay, that's cool. So I think like the festival that they just had, the Fiesta, which was like a celebration, they're gonna be host. I guess this is an announcement right here. I'm assuming like that they're gonna be hosting the first anniversary celebration meeting in November for the global launch. So it's going to be somewhere here. However, it requires the needs of global users. The meeting in Taiwan was also possible because of their enthusiastic demand. So guys, if you want to have a meetup for Epic 7 like they had for this, you know, where they got a bunch of you can bring your cosplays, a bunch of cosplayers, probably some merchandise. Maybe we'll have merchandise at the time, so some merchandise. Maybe they, if something like that, like they had some announcements there, maybe they can have some announcements for us as well. So some announcements, some cool stuff, some concerts with the music of the game that we all enjoy. If you want all that stuff, please, please, please show your enthusiasm. Tell them that you want it, and they are willing to provide it for us. I'm definitely if you guys watch my videos, any at Smilegate, I'll tell you right now, I definitely want it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the US community as well do. But yeah, definitely express that to them, guys. Anyway, that's all the questions that are here. Definitely a lot that I like here. It's a lot of stuff that they're talking about. Like I said, it's just something I wanted to express with you guys since the patch is coming. It's talking about the future and stuff that we can see happening inside the patch. Anyway, if you liked anything I had to say, drop me a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more from me, follow me on my socials. As always, my name is Dyke and Dan, and I'll see y'all next time. Signing out.